everybody, Blasho here. Welcome to another episode of Ghost.
As you know, gentlemen, we are here to help safeguard the first democratic elections Cuba's seen since before Batista took control. Since Castro's death in 2006, the Cuban people have had a succession of increasingly incompetent thugs in charge, and thankfully, that's going to change. The elections are going to occur in early May, and our job is to make sure that they go off without a hitch. What that means is that we've been volunteered to make sure the elements who want to bring back the bad old days don't get a chance to win the elections at gunpoint. Your first assignment is a basic contraband seizure. One of our patrol helicopters spotted a light cargo plane dropping a few suspicious-looking crates over an abandoned tobacco plantation. The chopper crew was able to drive off the men who were moving the crates once they landed, but they need ground support to do the job properly. Seeing as the troops trying to haul those crates off look a lot like the guerrillas who've been reported bullying voters in a few of the western cities, we're not taking any chances. Your orders are simple. You'll be inserted by helicopter on the plantation grounds. Once you're en route, the patrol chopper will peel off and leave the ground troops to you. Take control of the old plantation buildings first, as that's what the guerrillas are using for cover. Then, secure those packages by clearing out the troops around them. They'll probably make an effort to retrieve them once the helicopter leaves, so things will be happening in a hurry.
Alright. Who do we want to take? Not sure if I'm gonna need a demo charge, but oh well. Might as well go with that, right?
One on 986 Power, and the other one on 865 stand over. 18 Sergeant and Central. 19 Sergeant check.
If we clear out the farm first, the rest should be easy. At all fire at will. On our way. Goodbye. Roger that. Affirmative. Kill confirmed. He's history. Got a major firefight here. Goodbye. Kill confirmed. Fire at will. Weapons free. Goodbye. He's history. He's history. Goodbye. Orders received. Goodbye. He's history. Weapons free. Goodbye. Kill confirmed. He's history. Goodbye. Goodbye. He's history. Kill confirmed. He's history. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Goodbye. Taking cover. Moving out. Goodbye, history. Kill confirmed.
Excellent work on the plantation, gentlemen. We were able to analyze the contents of those packages. As you might have suspected, they were chock full of guns. We don't know who dropped them off, but we do know whom they were intended for. The troops you ran across are part of the paramilitary forces that we think are linked to the FDG, one of the parties standing a candidate for election. Publicly, they're all about vote against the puppets of the American imperialists, but disavowing violence. Privately, they seem to be a little more aggressive than that. We've gotten reports that bands of these thugs have been going up and down the countryside, intimidating people into not voting and making things unpleasant for supporters of the opposition parties. The good news is, we've also managed to locate what we think is one of their training bases. It's up in the hills of Pinar del Rio, which means that getting a lot of troops there isn't easy. That's why you're going in. Your mission is to locate and neutralize the training camp. Take out the guard towers that cover the approaches, then seize the camp itself. Be careful. The troops inside may not be fully trained yet, but recon images indicate that there are a lot of them.
just to be sure.
Most of their sentries inside.
No fear. Fire at will. We're gone.
Kill confirmed.
Goodbye. Kill confirmed. D's history. Goodbye. Goodbye.
We need to take out that other tower before they know we hit this one. Kill confirmed. Scratch another one. The enemy is engaged in force.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Enemy down.
We're gone. D's history. Kill confirmed.
Do you see anyone? That was a strange question. On my part.
He's history.
Kill confirmed.
In position. On our way.
As you probably know, the camp in Pinar del Rio you hit wasn't the only one the FDG was using. We've been hitting other ones as we find them. Unfortunately, they've started to hit back. An MV-22 with a full complement of Marines on board was en route to neutralize a camp up in the Sierra de los Órganos when it was shot down. Apparently, the FDG's been able to get their hands on a good part of what used to be the Cuban Army's arsenal, since it looks like it was a good old-fashioned Russian SAM that took the MV-22 out. The terrain you're going into is steep, rocky, and difficult. It's also in the middle of nowhere, so anyone you run into is liable to be an FDG soldier. Your first priority once you hit the ground will be the survivors. Find any you can and get them to safety. You're also going to need to find the source of the SAM that took out the Osprey and eliminate it. Once you do that, we'll be able to send in a chopper and pick you up at the evac zone. However, until the SAM launcher is taken out, we're not going to risk another bird. If you can, pick up the USMC code books from the downed aircraft. We don't want those falling into enemy hands. Good luck, people.
Alright.